A 67-year-old carpenter nearly lost his business because he couldn't stop watching women's pole vault. Not football, not baseball, not even the Olympics, just women's pole vault. His wife said he'd completely lost his mind. His customers agreed. One unfinished table sat in the garage for 3 weeks because every afternoon he'd disappear the second another competition started. She walked into the workshop, looked at the pile of untouched lumber, looked at the TV, and sighed. So that's where all my husband went. He didn't even deny it. Give me 5 minutes. Those 5 minutes somehow turned into 3 hours. By dinner, he'd paused the replay at least 20 times. Did you seriously rewind the same jump again? Absolutely. Why? Because nobody should be able to clear that height with that takeoff angle. His wife blinked. You're analyzing pole vault like it's rocket science. He smiled. Honestly, rocket science might be easier. Now, before anyone starts calling this an obsession, hear me out. People think pole vault is all about the final clearance. It isn't. The jump is decided long before the athlete ever leaves the ground. One tiny adjustment in the run-up, everything changes. Grip too high? Disaster. Plant the pole half a second late? Game over. Attack too aggressively, you're suddenly flying toward the mat with absolutely no control. That's why he couldn't stop watching. Every attempt looked identical until you realized they weren't. Every athlete carried a different rhythm, a different strategy, a different gamble. And that's where one particular athlete completely changed everything. She wasn't the tallest, she wasn't the strongest, she wasn't even the favorite. But every time she walked onto the runway, the entire stadium somehow became quieter. Not because people expected perfection, because nobody knew what she was about to do. One vault looked impossible, the next looked effortless. Even experienced commentators started second-guessing themselves. That's when our carpenter leaned forward. She's setting something up. His wife laughed. You're predicting sports now? He never answered. He just kept staring at the screen because something felt different. Her first attempt wasn't really about clearing the bar. It was information. The second, confidence. The third, that's when she stopped competing against everyone else and started competing against history. You could almost feel the tension through the television. One runway, one pole, one decision. Years of training balanced on just a few seconds. Before we get to what happened, if you're secretly just as invested as this carpenter, hit that like button. Let's see if we can convince his wife this counts as research. Anyway, she asked for the bar to go even higher. The crowd looked surprised. The commentators hesitated. Even the other athletes couldn't hide their reactions. People whispered the same thing. That's too high. Except she didn't seem interested in playing it safe. She tightened her grip, took one deep breath, stepped back, and suddenly, everything made sense. Every earlier attempt, every tiny adjustment, every strange decision, she'd been building to this moment all afternoon. One explosive sprint, one flawless plant, the pole bent almost into a perfect arc. For a split second, time stopped. The stadium forgot how to breathe. The carpenter forgot about the unfinished cabinet sitting in the garage. Even his wife, who'd been pretending not to care, had quietly moved closer to the TV. The bar barely moved. The crowd exploded. History, a brand new record, not because she was fearless, because she trusted thousands of invisible hours that nobody else had seen. That's what people miss. Records aren't broken in front of a crowd. They're built long before anyone buys a ticket. His wife slowly looked over. Okay, I'll admit, that was incredible. He smiled like he'd just won the lottery. See, I wasn't wasting time. She folded her arms. You still have 3 unfinished dining tables. Fair point. The next morning, he finally walked back into the workshop, finished every single project faster than ever. Funny enough, watching someone chase perfection reminded him how much he'd been avoiding his own. So here's the question. Was it really the record-breaking vault that changed him, or was it realizing excellence always demands the same thing, whether you're holding a pole or a piece of oak? Only he knows the answer. As for his wife, She still rolls her eyes every time another pole vault final comes on, but she watches the last attempt with him anyway. And if this video doesn't reach 100 likes, there's a very good chance she'll unplug the TV and make him finish the garage before the next world record shows up.